Platform party members, graduates, and guests, please be seated. Good evening. My name is Auriane Koster, and I am a graduate of the PhD program and past president of the School of Sustainability Alumni Chapter. I have the honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this evening. The School of Sustainability and the Julie Ann Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability, together with university administrators, faculty, and staff, welcome you, our guests, to the School of Sustainability Convocation. Ladies and gentlemen, a distinguished platform party joins us for today's celebration. I would like to introduce our administration and leadership for the School of Sustainability and the Julie Ann Wrigley Global Institute. Dr. Christopher Boone, Dean of the School. Dr. Rob Melnick, Executive Director of the Institute and School. Dr. Gary Dirks, Director. Dr. Candice Carr-Kelman, Assistant Director of the School. Dr. Caroline Harrison, Academic Instructional Professional for the school's curricular and academic programs. I would like to introduce representatives of the School of Sustainability faculty and guest faculty. All faculty and sustainability scientists and scholars, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging these distinguished guests. It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Christopher Boone to provide a welcome from the School of Sustainability. Dean Boone.
Thank you, Auriane. I feel like part of my job is to whip up this crowd. You're being way too quiet, so let's see if we can get the decibel level up a little bit here. Not necessarily because of what I'm about to say, but because of what will happen afterwards. All right, first of all, I want to acknowledge that we have people viewing us online, so out there in internet world, we welcome you and we're glad to have you as part of the team. I also want to acknowledge that we have many graduates here today who are online students, and for many of them, they're visiting campus for the very first time, so we need to make sure that they all feel very welcome. So I'm going to start. Let's give them a round of applause to get things rolling here. Getting better. All right. So I'm going to say a few words to you about the disruptive force of sustainability and why we need to be careful. So sustainability is a disruptive force. By fundamentally changing the way we think about interconnected social, ecological, and technical systems, sustainability demands new models for governance, institutions, economies, technologies, value systems, and other approaches. These are necessary changes. All of our students know that maintaining the status quo will be inadequate at best, dangerous at worst. We must find new ways, new future. However, change can bring hardship. In the 15th century, the advent of the printing press in Europe set in motion the spread of knowledge and literacy, but put thousands of scribes out of work. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th century spurned the growth of incomes, cities, lifespans, and educational attainment, but undermined the way of life for many small-scale artisans. The Knowledge Revolution and growth of computing and robotics is eliminating occupations and will do so in ways that we don't fully comprehend. Transitions can release people from drudgery or dangerous work, but they can also separate them from their livelihoods, their communities, what they know, and how they define themselves. We're now undergoing a really important energy transition away from coal to natural gas and renewables. We know that this will have positive effects for the planet by reducing emissions of carbon dioxide and other gases. But we must also recognize that this can be devastating to coal mining communities. For instance, the planned closure of the Navajo Generating Station, one of the worst polluting coal-fired power plants in the United States, and also very expensive to operate, we know will have positive benefits for the environment, but will also put thousands of people out of work. many on the Navajo Reservation. As our GEOS director, Dr. Dirks, reminds us, one of the reasons that energy from solar panels is becoming inexpensive is that these systems, once installed, require very few workers. Embedded in the notion and idea of sustainability is that of human well-being. A key challenge for all of you graduates is to develop transition strategies that are just and fair, paying careful attention to people who are most vulnerable. The pace of change will continue to accelerate, and change will happen in sudden and unanticipated ways. But don't get me wrong, we know that change must happen. What I ask of all of you is to use your deep systems and normative perspectives, systems thinking and normative perspectives, to make sure that the transitions lead to, in the words of two of our board members, Pam Matson and Bill Clark, inclusive, intergenerational human well-being while taking care of Earth's life systems on which we all depend. Sustainability is a disruptive force, and it should be. But I urge all of you to take on this awesome responsibility, an amazing set of opportunities with care, and I'm confident that you will. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
To kick off the celebration, it is my pleasure to present a very special award. The Alumni Association gives the Outstanding Graduate Award each year to an undergraduate student. The ASU Alumni Association serves the university by connecting and uniting all alumni and by striving to create a strong alumni and university community. We recognize the achievement of our newest alumni by presenting this award, which highlights exceptional academic performance, skillful attention to meaningful extracurricular activities, and service to the school. Julia Colbert is the recipient of this year's award. Julia, please stand to be recognized. Julia Colbert is graduating with honors in both sustainability and geography. Her studies in geography have provided her with context for the current state of social, environmental, and economic systems around the world, while her studies in sustainability has provided her with tools to create sustainability solutions within these systems. She is currently an intern for the Sustainability Teachers Academy and the coordinator of the Sustainability Education Program at the International School of Arizona. Julia has spent the last several years as a student ambassador and held many positions within the School of Sustainability College Council. She mentors her fellow students as part of the Sustainability Buddies mentor program and was previously a research aide with Decision Center for a Desert City. She's a current member of the Honor Society for Sustainability and the SOS Academy. She will be starting the MA program in sustainability this fall, and we are excited to keep her around for another couple of years. Julia is passionate about integrating environmental and social justice into sustainability education and plans to pursue a career working with K-12 educators and students to address these issues and co-create sustainability solutions for schools and communities. Julia was recognized at the annual School of Sustainability Scholarship and Awards Banquet in April, as well as Monday night's undergraduate commencement at Chase Field. We congratulate her on her achievement and welcome her and all graduates into the alumni fold. We hope you will continue to enrich ASU and your community with your talents, time, and resources. Congratulations, Julia, again. It is my pleasure to recognize graduates who have achieved an excellent scholastic record. During their undergraduate years at the university, they have attained the highest grade point average of the spring 2018 graduating class while completing all work at ASU in no more than 8 semesters. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate the School of Sustainability Moore Award recipients for spring 2018. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? And please hold your applause until all names have been called. Haley Baker, Elijah Campbell, Julia Colbert, Martha Weber. Congratulations. Some of today's undergraduate degree candidates are wearing scarab green honor stoles. In 2012, ASU and the School of Sustainability established the nation's first Honor Society for Sustainability, a network of sustainability scholars who have demonstrated academic excellence and are committed to solving global challenges of sustainability. Students who applied and have met the academic requirements established by the chapter can be identified by their scarab's green stoles, the mark of their achievement. Will those students who are members of the Honor Society of Sustainability please stand and be recognized? Started in 2015, the School of Sustainability Undergraduate Academy program fosters academic success, leadership skills, community engagement, and persistence to graduate and reaching goals beyond graduation. Graduates of the Academy have maintained a high GPA, participated in community service, have been engaged on campus, have demonstrated leadership experience, and have actively participated in the Academy for at least 2 semesters. Graduating Academy members can be identified by an Academy pin, the mark of their achievement. Will those students who are graduating from the School of Sustainability Undergraduate Academy please stand and be recognized? We would also like to take a moment to recognize any graduates that are also veterans. Will those students that have served in the military please stand and be recognized? Attached to the gowns and hoods of our graduates are small branches of Palo Verde. These beautiful trees are a reminder that even in harsh environmental conditions, with little and unpredictable rainfall, seething heat, and freezing temperatures, life can adapt and thrive and bring beauty and sustenance. They are a fitting symbol for our graduates, resilient and able to grow and flourish no matter what environments they encounter. It is my pleasure to introduce our graduate student speaker, McCady Findley. McCady is graduating from the Masters of Sustainability Solutions program with a focus on the intersection of sustainability with business and sports. He has worked for clients like APS and the Pac-12 Conference. In his time at ASU, he started a podcast with the Sustainability Review, became a graduate representative for his degree program, and got involved with the Global Sport Institute. Post-graduation, he is looking for a job with either a sports organization or a business consulting firm. So if you own either of those, you should talk to him afterwards. McCady.
Hi, everyone. So I'm supposed to reflect back on the last 2 years of my life, some of the most formative and influential, within 5 minutes. So here goes. I want to share with you the 2 most important lessons that I've learned to try and impart some wisdom on all of you to take away from this. The first has to do with empathy. When I first moved to Tempe in the fall of 2016, as a retired student athlete looking for a new purpose in life, I was open-minded but relatively one-sided in my views. This is not to say that I thought I knew everything, but I typically thought that I had the right answer. I came from a highly technical black and white world. Over the course of the next year, my cohort and I were taught to think about the world from 40,000 feet. In studying how to craft solutions to a range of problems, we learned just how complex they both can be. In other words, my world became a deep shade of gray. Naturally, there are a huge range of perspectives on these issues, and we are taught to be empathetic of them, especially those coming from people in other cultures or countries. Often, though, I find that we forget to be empathetic to people across from our desk, across the street, or across the aisle. Because of this, our country is so easily divided, with everyone constantly forced to take a side in matters that clearly have more than 2. But it does not have to be that way. In a time like this, be the unifier, the one that brings people together, the one who can step in any situation and find common ground. The second lesson has to do with confidence. Over the past 7 months, I've worked on developing an athlete activism program for the Pac-12 Conference and ASU for my culminating project. Just like many of us do in sustainability, I was exploring a completely new space. In my mind, the path to the end of the year was not even a path. It was a forest so dense that barely any light escaped it. When developing the program, I found myself questioning the fundamental underpinnings of my intelligence. I can't even begin to count how many days I actually actively avoided my work. To take a nap and avoid what you're doing. Every question I asked just brought a barrage of more questions with it. No amount of encouragement from my friends, professors, or family could make me feel better. I was terrified that what I would come up with would be immediately rejected. For a long time, I was convinced that I was, at best, a clueless kid who had not seen the ball since kickoff. Sorry, that I had to throw a sports reference in there at least once. But I kept going. The dense forest that was the path in my mind finally turned into a straight paved road with markings and turn lanes. Just over a week ago, I was sitting in an Office Max while my final product was being printed and bound, realizing that I believed in my ability just enough to finish. Here's what I'll leave you with. We are not always going to have the right answer. Most of the time, you will be forced to use your best judgment in how to move through unknown areas, armed only with literature and similar experiences from your colleagues. But when the time comes for you to make a decision that can change the course of a corporation, a government, an institution, or an organization, trust in your ability to deliver, no matter how scared you are or how gray the world is. Thank you.
We congratulate McCady on his success at ASU and wish him the best as he begins the next chapter of his life. Allie Stoffo is like her peers in that she is passionate about the natural world. She's graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Sustainability with a minor in business. She's in the first cohort of the school's accelerated master's program, so she will continue her education here to graduate with a master's degree in 2019. She aspires to be a public servant, working with cities on large-scale sustainability initiatives. To prepare her for this challenge, she's interned with the New York City Mayor's Office of Sustainability to design their greenhouse gas inventory. She interned with NYC's Benchmarking Help Center, an outreach tool to reach the city's 80 by 50 greenhouse gas emission reduction goal. She then interned with the city of Tempe in recycling and won a scholarship from the Arizona Recycling Coalition that recognized her as a young leader in sustainability. She currently works with the internship coordinator at the School of Sustainability as the grader for a course that all students take alongside a sustainability-focused internship. She looks forward to returning to her family home in New York this summer to finally catch up on some sleep. Hopefully she's not already trying. No, okay. This summer, she will be working in sustainability education with a historical cultural institution called Sailors Snug Harbor.
Okay. Hi, everyone. As I open my speech. My name is Allie Stoffo, and yes, this is a solar-powered graduation cap that I made in a lab here at ASU. So at least when my grandma asks me what I learned from my degree in sustainability, I could say that I made a rainbow hat using the sun. A very important skill these days. No, but really, to the family and the audience, I want to tell you what it means to be a sustainability student. Sustainability is a philosophy that aims to reduce our impact on the earth, and it can be applied to any industry. Food, energy, water, and transportation are some major ways to make an impact, but the list goes on. These students have worked locally and globally in places as far as South Africa through programs here at the school to understand and reimagine our world. I could offer a million examples of their work, but maybe we can best understand our impact by our influence. Just about 10 years ago, this was the first school dedicated to sustainability in the country. Now we have 1,300 alumni, and there are over 300 academic programs dedicated to sustainability across the nation. Graduates, you are defining what it means to be a sustainability professional through your example. You're all infatuated with this earth and its inhabitants. You've balanced jobs with internships, intense course loads to get here. You may have been through some hard stuff along the way too. Big moves, breakups, maybe even the passing of someone who was close to you. I know that I have. But guess what? We're still in this room today, and we've overcome all that adversity to get here. There are so many obstacles in the problems that we've willingly dedicated our future careers to. I mean, what group of crazy people say, yep, I'm gonna fight climate change, no problem. We're crazy by society's standards, but the truth is we're not. We're forward-thinking, we're brave, we're passionate. We care about ecosystems and livelihoods across the globe, and we're smart enough to apply some rigor in attacking these problems. You've chosen some of the most challenging issues that we will see in our lifetime on this planet. You're comfortable with adversity because you're resilient and you see pathways to overcoming it. I have a sad fact for you all. The World Economic Forum conducted a recent study that reveals that half of the thousands of professionals surveyed felt that their job had no significance. I read this and I simply could not relate. Let me ask you, graduates, how could you feel that way when you're so passionate about the path that you chose? You won't. Maybe you don't realize it, but we're part of a movement that is redefining what it means to go to work. Remember in our first classes here, when people like the city's sustainability manager would come in from the real world and tell us about the projects that they were working on, like redesigning the city to run on renewable energy or be completely zero waste, and we had close to no idea what they were really talking about, but somehow we were like, wow, I want to do what you do. Well, now, hopefully we have a bit of a better understanding about what they're talking about, and when you leave the school, you're going to come across those same types of people. So when you do, introduce yourself, shake their hand, thank them for their work, and ask them how they got there. You know why? That will be you one day. Believe it or not, you are the next city council members. You are the next leaders in corporate social responsibility, and you are the future CEOs of eco-conscious organizations. So when someone asks you what your degree taught you for the millionth time, don't ridicule them, educate them. When you see a job that you want, don't be turned off because they're not directly asking for sustainability people. Go for it. Don't be discouraged, be opportunistic. And I trust that you will because you're in this room today. So before I get off this stage, I need to be honest with all of you. I barely made it through high school. I was bored and I was rebellious. I cut school constantly and I was always in trouble with authority. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But somehow I graduated. So it's really just amazing when you find your light, everything seems to click. Once you find what inspires you, it no longer becomes work. We're in this room today because we found our light. You may not know exactly what you want to do yet, and that's okay. Truth is, I don't know exactly where my journey will lead me, but I know I found my place, my passion, and my people. Thank you.
How am I supposed to follow these amazing speakers? Oh my goodness. We congratulate Allie on her success at ASU and wish her the best as she works on completing her master's degree in our MSUS program.
All right, now to the main event. Dr. Marty Andres will now present our candidates for the School of Sustainability's doctoral degree. Would the doctoral candidates in the School of Sustainability please rise and come forward? Nope.
Easy. Hello, can you hear me now? Dean Boone, I have the honor to present these candidates for master's degrees upon recommendation by the faculty of the School of Sustainability. I am pleased to present them to you.
Candidates, please come forward.
Yes, Mady Tyson. Her dissertation title is Managing Distributed Information, Implications for Energy Infrastructure Co-Production. Graduate Committee Chair, Dr. Marco Jansen. Did I do that? She's getting her PhD, by the way, even though I said master's candidates. We're doing doctoral candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only one you have? Only one, okay.
All right.
On to
Would the
master's.
master's degree candidates in the School of Sustainability please rise? Today we have graduates from 5 different master's programs. Dr. Andrews will present the candidates for the School of Sustainability's master's degrees.
Okay, I'm going to read this again, everyone, and this time it really is master's degrees. Dean Boone, I have the honor to present these candidates for master's degrees. Upon recommendation by the faculty of the School of Sustainability, I am pleased to present them to you.
Candidates, please come forward.
We start with the Masters of Arts in Sustainability. Right there. Adam Gabriel, his culminating experience, his master's thesis, Living in a Wounded World, Sustainability and Psychological Trauma. Committee Chair, Paul Hurt and Scott Cloutier. Next, we have Marley Halter, Master of Arts. Her thesis title, Transformation Labs as a Sustainability Intervention to Leverage the Human Factor of Social Ecological Change in Escalante Community Garden. Her graduate committee chair is David Manuel Navarrete. Master of Science, Genevieve Marie Peartree. The title of her thesis is, To What Extent Do Urban Planners Engage with Regenerative Design Principles in River Restoration Projects? Her chair is Dr. Scott Cloutier. Next, Sonam Futi Sherpa, Master of Science. Culminating experience, thesis title, Cryospheric Hazard and Risk Perception in Nepal, Himalaya. Her committee chair is Dr. Milan Shrestha. Next, Mira Lynn Word. Title of her thesis, Adding a Soil Fertility Dimension to Locust and Grasshopper Management, a Case Study in West Africa. Committee Chair, Dr. Auriane Cease. Next, moving on to Masters in Sustainability Solutions. Next, Kenya Ampuero. The title of her culminating experience applied project is Backyard Biodiversity. Next, to McCady Findley, whom you've all already met. His applied project, Pac-12 Changemaker Program. Next, Andres Javier Capanzana. Culminating experience, applied project, community value mapping in Apache Junction, Arizona. Next, Catherine Phillips. Her applied project title, Beneath the Streets, New Tools for Managing Degrading Sewer Infrastructure. Devin Marie Rude, applied project title, The Duck Curve and Energy Storage, a Policy Recommendation for a Sustainable Solution. Next, Megan Tierney. Applied project title, Sustainable NASCAR Events at Richmond Raceway. Next, we have the Executive Masters of Sustainability Leadership Program. Patrick Benegas, his culminating experience, capstone, strategic sustainability, a roadmap for Taylor, boy, I can't read that, Morrison's, is that right? Ready? Here we go. Rita Creasy-Reed, capstone, resiliency, creating a new relationship with energy. Jeffrey Dangramond, capstone, financial system collaboration. Next, Russell Stewart Goldstein, his culminating experience, capstone, your legacy, our planet. Next, Emma Leone Hobson, her capstone project, a network of sustainability practitioners inspiring, guiding, and informing the next generation of sustainability leaders. Mario Rodrigo Herrera, culminating experience, capstone title, Wells Fargo, Sustainable Lending. Diane Trimble, culminating experience, Making a Difference Together. Our next group of students come from our Master of Sustainability Leadership program. We start with Brianne Lee Bonacci. Her culminating experience, capstone title is The Healthy Habits for Healthy Living Initiative. Denise Bowen, her capstone title, Promote, Participate, Progress. Jacqueline June Christakis, her capstone title, Implementation of Sustainability Projects Within an Organization. Bridgette Lynn Daniels, capstone project, Change What You Do. What is what? Change what you do. Jeremiah Taylor Dean, capstone title, Building and Communicating Sustainable Strategy, Applying Principles of Sustainability to the Education System. Crystal Frost, her capstone project, From Awareness to Action, Engaging Employees to Reduce Energy Use. Farron Gabrielle Bliss Hinton, her capstone project, HR as the Model for Sustainability Leadership in School Districts. Wow. Sarah Ann Nelson, her capstone, Recycling Plan for Healthcare Organizations. Sorry. Christy Lee Pontius, her capstone project, Girl Scout Green. Stacy Lee Semas, her capstone project, Strategies for Sustainability Leadership. And our last Master of Sustainability Leadership candidate, Joyce Williams, her capstone, Implementing a Sustainable Committee. That's it. Yep. We're done.
Would, thank you, the bachelor degree candidates in the School of Sustainability please rise? Dr. Daniel Childers and Dr. Hannah Breitz will present the candidates for the School of Sustainability's bachelor's degrees.
All right. I'm supposed to read something here.
Right here.
Dean Boone,
Here we go.
Dr. Breitz and I have the distinct honor to present these candidates for bachelor's degrees upon recommendation by the faculty of the School of Sustainability. I am pleased to present them to you.
I'm glad that you're pleased. Candidates, please come forward.
The first concentration in the Bachelor of Arts degrees is International Development and Sustainability. Christine Elizabeth Karmazi, magna cum laude. Anna Marie Christensen. Jan Raymond, summa cum laude. Martha Weber, summa cum laude. Jessie Nicole Davidson. The second concentration in the Bachelor of Arts degree is the Policy and Governance and Sustainable Systems group. Malia Peterson, magna cum laude. Chantel Wyke, summa cum laude. Sarah Elaine Collins, summa cum laude. Justin Beach, summa cum laude. Jennifer Morgan, cum laude. Matt Kubler. The next concentration in the Bachelor of Arts degrees is Society and Sustainability. Emma Elaine Shelton, cum laude. Julia Catherine Colbert, summa cum laude. Daisy De La Rosa, magna cum laude. Leah Castle. Ashley Weisman, cum laude. Spencer Allen King, magna cum laude. Samantha Louise Fogelson, cum laude. Haley Louise Baker, summa cum laude. Tyler David Hartpence, summa cum laude. Kennedy Marisol Shepard, magna cum laude. Hannah Lira. Chelsea Varney. And either the last or the second to the last, I'm not sure, a concentration in the Bachelor of Arts category is Sustainable Urban Dynamics, Mackenzie McGuffey, summa cum laude. Nicholas John Danini. Nick Henderson. Jonella Marie Balasta, magna cum laude. Tara Urban, magna cum laude. Leilani Gray, cum laude. And now I'm surrendering the podium to Dr. Hannah Breitz.
Bachelor's of Science in the first concentration of the Economics of Sustainability, Emily Joyner, summa cum laude. Eduardo Quinada. Lucas Empson, summa cum laude. Yeah. In the concentration in sustainable ecosystems, Cody James Landels, cum laude. Vanessa Rose Haug, cum laude. Dana Marie Green, magna cum laude. Melissa Dawn Sykes, magna cum laude. Bianca Diaz, summa cum laude. Sierra Emily Bloomer. Chanel Holmes. Nicole Hideko Factor. And the final concentration in sustainable energy materials and technology, Alessandra Stoffo. Kelsey Ray Green, cum laude. Matthew Andrew Waldman. Daniel Shadalon, cum laude. Zachary Byron Jeffers, magna cum laude. David Michael Salzetti, magna cum laude. Lee Baldwin, cum laude. Sierra Dawn Fortner. Tyler Ryan Morningstar. Kaylin Ayat. summa cum laude. Rashid Alahar. Eric Allen Burks. Shelby E.A. Draper, magna cum laude. Tara Marie Hansen, cum laude. And Elijah Campbell, summa cum laude.
Okay, you have one last task before you're allowed to graduate. I think some of you know what this is already. Does anyone know? Yes, I see some people holding onto their tassels. You need to move the tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboards. Suddenly, you all look just a little bit smarter by doing that. So congratulations to everyone. And this is where I want to hear like a really big applause. So congratulations, graduates. Well, the last time I saw such sustained applause was at a Who concert in 1983. That was pretty amazing. All right, so we're going to do a video montage right now, a reflection back on the year. So I'm going to ask all the party and the platform to come down, and then we're going to show you something that's fun.
5 years ago, I was fortunate enough to stand at this podium and be the graduate student speaker. Prior to that moment, I had finished my doctorate while starting the formidable job search. I had applied to numerous jobs, had had some wonderful interviews, was narrowed down to one of 2 potential candidates for a position, but unfortunately was never offered any of these jobs. It wasn't until I met a woman at a baby shower that I finally was offered a position, and I didn't even have to apply for it. Every job and opportunity since I have acquired by asking someone to give me a chance, and it has worked. So the moral of the story is go to more baby showers. In all seriousness, there are still many people in the workforce who do not understand what a degree in sustainability can offer them, but you do. Do not be afraid to tell your dream employer what you can offer them, even if they're not hiring. With my current position, I ask my bosses to give me a chance to be their first full-time hire. When you prove yourself to be valuable, any smart employer will not take the chance on losing you. The School of Sustainability has given us opportunities that we could not have gotten anywhere else. We have worked on decision-making committees within and outside ASU. We have studied abroad, learning that everywhere is not the same as here, and that sustainability does not come in a one-size-fits-all. We've enjoyed events that brought all of us, students, alumni, volunteers, faculty, and staff, together in a fun and relaxed atmosphere. Best of all, the variety of classes and tracks that we've been offered have allowed us to study a multitude of topics and build knowledge and skills in the areas that we are most personally interested in. Not only has SOS provided us so much while we were in the program, but the connections continue after we graduate. The School of Sustainability Alumni Board, for which I am the current past president, allows for all of us not only to maintain our strong relationships with each other, but to continue to positively contribute to our community's sustainability efforts. So we hope that you will continue to stay involved. Go out there, try new things, talk to new people, make yourself vulnerable, no matter how scary it may be, and do not be afraid to ask for what you want. You may be surprised by the outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Spring 2018 School of Sustainability Convocation ceremony. We are overjoyed with the exceedingly large number of friends and family that were able to join us this evening and invite you to join us outside on the south side of the auditorium for light refreshments. As the recessional begins, we ask that you please remain in your seats until Dean Boone and the entire platform party, faculty, and graduates have exited the auditorium. Thank you and congratulations to the newest members of the ASU Alumni Association.